Guys, I don't know who he is. This is not a collaboration. This is a Taco Bell video, Mr. Colonel, Mr. Corn. So today I am taste testing the worst reviewed Taco Bell in my area. As you guys know, Taco Bell is probably my favorite food in the world. You can call me trash for that. You're not wrong. I just truly adore it. I was raised eating Taco Bell. Love my classy childhood. And I could eat it every day of my life. I've had every single item there multiple times, and I really know my Taco Bell stuff. So the fact that I'm taste testing the worst reviewed Taco Bell in my area is a great experiment for a Taco Bell pro like me. I am not gonna say which location this is because I don't wanna put anyone on blast, like the employees and all that stuff, but obviously it is a KFC/Taco Bell location. I am gonna be looking for presentation. Does it look like how a Taco Bell item is supposed to look, which is already a very low bar. I'll be looking for that. I'll be looking to see if the items are made correctly and if they taste good. If the food tastes old or stale or just gross, I will call it out. So I got 7 of their most famous items. The Cheesy Gordita Crunch, Cinnabon Delight, Nacho Bel Grande, Beefy 5-layer Burrito, Crunchwrap Supreme, a Soft Taco Supreme Classic, and a chicken quesadilla. So it's gonna be so much fun, but first subscribe to my channel, Timmy's Takeout, for more fast food reviews, fast food news, and full menu taste tests, guys. Do it, click that button. Oh my gosh, there's a bag inside a bag. Okay, so they gave me a handle bag, which is actually very helpful, so that I wouldn't have to hold it like this, because it is very heavy. Oh my God, reviews! I have to read some of them to you guys. Some of them are like, oh my God. Hey, yes. I'm gonna open each item as I taste them to just get the full experience, you know? Cinnabon Delight, so cute, like 2 little balls. I know that on Yelp, people are very angry. So like, try not to take these too seriously, but some of the things they say are kind of troubling. So this has 1.5 stars out of 40 reviews. So that means almost all of those 40 people were like disgusted. Okay, so someone said, my last visit here marked the last time I'm visiting this dumpy location. After a bug flew into my window as I was being given my food, the boy at the drive-thru window witnessed it too and just shrugged it off and shooed me away. What's he supposed to do? Jump in your car and go and catch the bug? What kind of service are you expecting? I don't get that. The guy who was working the drive-thru and handling money was not wearing gloves, and he went and started making food. That is kind of gross, right? Because like money is really germy. Along with him, majority of the people in the back cooking were not wearing gloves and touching all the food. Wait was pretty long too, and it was not busy inside. Workers are very slow. I totally get like if the food tastes gross or if it's old or if it's moldy, but people just like complaining about like the service being a bit slow. Like, you try working at a fast food place. It's probably very stressful. Okay, Karen, calm down. It's just, like people just like expect everyone to just make their life perfect. And it's just like, girl, this is real life. Things aren't perfect, but there are some gross things coming up. So I'll just say that. The taco salad I received was disgusting. And of course the staff was so rude. Now this one really was kind of nasty. Someone said, horrible location. Food took forever and they have black mold on the ceiling AC vents which were dripping water. Mold is like one of my worst fears. It really grosses me out. Like if a little bit of mold like grows in my shower, I can't. And there is a picture of the moldy AC. I'm not gonna show because it's gross, but it is a moldy AC, like right above the menu area, which is like where you order food. That is gross. This place has a very filthy look and feel. The employees look very disheveled as well. I doubt they follow food safety protocols. Customer service is near non-existent. I recommend everyone stay away. I think that's such a gross complaint to talk about how the employees look. This is a fast food place. Like, are they supposed to wear suits and ties? Like, are you kidding? I think this woman's comment is grosser than the black mold on the ceiling. This is the second time that I ordered a Mexican bean pizza for my wife with no meat. Sure enough, the incompetent morons put beef in it. I asked them to check it before I left. Oh my God, incompetent one. So what we've learned today is that there might be some gross things happening in this Taco Bell, but nothing is as gross as these customers. Okay, so let's start feasting and examining this food. I'm gonna start with the Nacho Bel Grande because it'll get soggy soon, so we should eat that first. This looks like a normal Nacho Bel Grande. Let me just say it's very heavy. Like one of the heaviest nacho bel grandes I've ever had. I feel like they put tons of toppings on it. Like a ton. The beans look a little dead, but that's okay. That's fine. They always kind of look a little gray, right? The tomatoes do look kind of soggy, but let's taste it, guys. Oh my God, I'm ready. Oh, some meat fell. Okay. I love Taco Bell. Wow. Let me get some of these soggy looking tomatoes on here. Tastes fine. And the gray beans. Tastes good. I love Taco Bell's beans. They're like a paste. But we stand. This is great. Okay, so it has all the prep toppings: beans, nacho cheese, meat, sour cream, tomatoes. It's a huge portion, bigger than usual, which is amazing. And everything tastes very fresh and delicious. This is a perfect nacho bel grande. I have no complaints. 10 out of 10. Okay, next up, let's try the original soft taco. Well, it's a supreme soft taco. So they seem to have grilled it a little bit. Is this grilled? It has some like char marks on it. Love that. Or is that just the tortilla? I don't know. Soft tacos are just one of my favorite things at Taco Bell. They're classic, they are delicious, and they are a bit more filling than the crunchy tacos because they can pack more meat in there. And let me just say, this feels, once again, very full, like very heavy. So it has inside cheese, tomatoes, lettuce, sour cream, and meat. This looks normal. Let's try the soft taco. Oh my God. Wow. Tastes perfect. They put a lot of meat, like, it's pretty full. I'm eating the whole thing right now. That is one of the better Taco Bell soft tacos I've had. Tastes perfect, perfect toppings, a lot of fillings, everything tasted fresh and great. There's nothing else to say. 10 out of 10, okay. And next up, let's try the Cinnabon Delights. Now, Cinnabon Delights are like so iconic. If you haven't had them, it's like a donut, but like better. And they are filled with like an icing. And they have cinnamon sugar on the outside. Now, I will say, the cinnamon sugar coating looks very non-existent. There's a bit on this side, but look at that. There is no cinnamon sugar here. Does this one have more? This one does have a bit more cinnamon sugar. But to be fair, I'm gonna try the one that's a little messed up. Let's try it. Oh my God. This never poured out like that for me. Wow. So this is the inside. Oh man, it's so good. There is a slight lack of cinnamon sugar. Like, it's not as strong as it usually is. Now, it's still delicious. It's still a fried donut with like filling and a hint of cinnamon, but it isn't as flavorful as usual. So I'm gonna have to give the Cinnabon Delights a 6 out of 10. I've had better, but they're still amazing. Next up, let's try the chicken quesadilla. So I feel like a lot of people love these chicken quesadillas. I do too. I think what makes them taste so good is the creamy sauce that they put inside. I think it's jalapeno sauce, or is it like that zesty ranch? I'm not sure, but it's like one of their creamy sauces and it always tastes amazing. So this is the quesadilla. It looks very nice and grilled, typical. This is what the inside looks like. Typical, once again. It feels normally heavy. Let's try it. I feel like there's a little more chicken than usual and not enough cheese. I will say that. Like, I think it needs more cheese. But there's a lot of chicken, which is nice. It also needs more sauce. It's a bit more dry than usual. I mean, I still enjoyed it, but it's just not as good as your typical chicken quesadilla. No, it's just pretty dry. I don't know. I'm gonna have to give the chicken quesadilla a 6.5 out of 10. Not as good as usual, okay? We have the crunchwrap, the cheesy gordita one, and the 5-layer burrito. Let's do the burrito, which I haven't had in like, I think years. Okay, so this is what the inside looks like. I think that the 5-layer burrito has beans, meat, nacho cheese, sour cream, and maybe shredded cheese, I think. Let's try it. It just kind of tastes like cheesy mush inside. They put so much cheese sauce and so much sour cream that it's just like a pool of sauces. Literally. Do you see that? Yeah, it's just like, it just honestly just tastes like mushy beans with tons of different sauces mixed together into just a blob. I'm gonna have to give this burrito like a 2 out of 10. I think it's trash. I would not get this again, especially from this location, just because they just overloaded it with sauce. But it's fine, it's not a big deal. I'm just saying. Ooh. Not my fave. Okay, let's save the cheesy gordita crunch for last because it is one of my favorite items ever. And let's do the Crunchwrap Supreme. I feel like this is such a well-known item, but like no one actually gets it. Is that just me? Like, it's fine, it's like great, and it's big and it's heavy, but I never see people actually eating it. Let me just cut it in half, see what's going on inside. So this is supposed to have, oh my God, I was like, where's the meat? Because there's barely any. What is this? Guys, I'm shooketh. The meat is here? Wait, focus. Here and here. Okay. Okay. It looks like salad inside of a tortilla. Wait, let me cut it into fourths to see if that's like just that area. I know that this is not how it's supposed to be. It is supposed to have meat throughout. Yeah, the meat is literally just on the edges. That is crazy. And this one literally has like none. That is meatless. Besides that side. Oh my gosh. I'm shooketh. Let's try it. Got some meat. Wow. Wait, I'm gonna try a more meaty area. That is the worst Crunchwrap Supreme I've ever had. Of course, it isn't disgusting, but it is so incredibly dry. There's barely any meat whatsoever. And also, it like doesn't really taste cheesy. Like the sour cream is very scarce. I see some here. But honestly, overall, it's so dry and so flavorless. This is horrible. I am giving this Crunchwrap a 1 out of 10. Last but not least, we have the Cheesy Gordita Crunch. I hope this one slays me because it always does. So the Cheesy Gordita Crunch has a gordita shell with cheese in between the crunchy shell and the gordita. And then it has the typical taco filling, which is meat, lettuce, cheese, but it also has this like zesty ranch stuff that is just like incredible, never the same, and it makes this taste so special. So let's try it, guys. My thumbnail. I feel my thumbnail. This tastes perfect. The gordita is a tiny bit chewy, just a tiny bit like dry tasting, but otherwise it tastes perfect. It has a nice amount of meat. That zesty ranch, they put a lot of it. I love it. The cheese and the lettuce taste fresh and delicious. I'm gonna have to give the Cheesy Gordita Crunch a nice 9 out of 10. It's very good. They did great. So I think about half of the items were great and half were very lackluster. Like very, especially that Crunchwrap Supreme was just sad. It was so sad. So do I think this is the worst Taco Bell ever? Probably not, but do I think it could be better? Yes, definitely. So I'm gonna get my thumbnail quickly and then I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below I just sat on my phone. Which item from the worst reviewed Taco Bell in my area looked the best to you and which looked the worst. I'll see you guys next video. I love you so much. Ooh, boo, boo.